Okay, so that was the 26th entry in January. Prompt this time was, let's see if I can get the exact wording, watching a trail of ants going out to a lost sandwich and back to the nest. That was our prompt, and this obviously is what we came up with here. Let's go to this file real quick. All right, so again, I had a pretty clear idea of what I wanted here. It's just a matter of executing and staying on target. It's pretty a long day, so had some degree of difficulty just staying focused. But here we are, all done. So I started off with this sort of ticky rhythm. It's sort of the ants, right? Just the little legs going, lines of ants. So the idea is you sort of follow an ant, and maybe from their point of view, maybe from some omniscient third point of view. You kind of follow the ant through the line of ants. You know, there's the line of ants going from the nest to the sandwich, tick, 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 walking along. They get to the sandwich. Everyone takes their bite of the sandwich, right? They chew it up, they hand the pieces around, they distribute them, and they carry them back to the nest. So that's sort of the, and you follow, you know, again, one an ant's point of view. You could pick any ant. That's the thing about ants; they're all kind of the same. Follow their point of view through this little process, and you could loop it too, and just keep watching, making air quotes the ants, imagining the ants musically, quasi musically. This falls somewhere between soundscape and music. You can call it what you like. I call it a little thing about ants. All right, so little tic-tacky rhythm. Like I said, I mentioned that. It gets heavier. The other elements come in. So that kick and that the quasi snare, little pop snare sound. I added in. That's as in my imagination here. That's, you know, as more ants are picking up sandwich bits, their tread gets somewhat heavier, and so you start having these heavier treads in, and then the kick comes in. That's as you know, it's now there's a regular heavy tread, and it becomes more regular as more and more ants are picking up the cause, you know, picking up, they're finding their bites and taking them back to the nest, right? So. And then this is the chewing noises. This is the ants tear up that sandwich with their little ant mandibles, right? That is, I recorded myself eating some potato chips and just take the best ant sounding bites out of that and put it into, used a simpler slice mode. Just played the most interesting slices. I get a little high pass filter on it, channel strip of sorts, and a little delay. That's it. It's a pretty simple one. And then this last thing, this is that's the ants. You're hearing the ants' cognition. Their excitement as they get closer to the sandwich. And they're doing their little ant jobs, but they're, and eating, and I imagine it's quite pleasing for an ant to find a sandwich, and so this is the sound of their excitement, their little ant excitement, if you will, as they go about this sandwich devouring task, and as they get they head back to the thing, they chill out a little, it chills out a little and sort of fades out. That's it. That's the whole track. It's less than a minute long. Just really concise. Really wanted to get those ideas out. If I could have been a little more focused, I probably could have been done with this 2 hours ago. But what are you gonna do? Thanks for sticking with me, and I hope you enjoyed this little insight into my ADHD brain and my feelings about ants. And have a good one. We'll see you in the next one. Bye.